Playing 2 straight goals, 18 points of difference. Infringement from the ruck contest. Somebody running in a little bit early. I think it was Steve Delahan who ran in, and it will be a free kick to Scott Ferguson in the middle for Eastern Suburbs.
I think he might have given the wrong way.
Okay,
Buckingham was 20 yards further in.
Bombed it long towards Damien Williams, who got a high tackle from Angus Hewitt from the Jake, and it will be Damien Williams with the kick from about 40 metres out. This could be a goal in the first 40 seconds of the game. And I think you might be right there, Eric, too. I think Mark Buckingham was a long way into the square, wasn't he? And I think the poor boundary umpire...
He missed him.
Missed him and got Steve. And it will be Damien Williams now from 40 metres out as he brought it back with the breeze, I don't think far enough. And it's through for one behind to Damien Williams, who... one of his teammates who's not playing today, John Stefanowski, thinks he's a red-hot tip and a dark horse for the Neville Whitley medal on Monday night. There you go, Eric. That's it. You've just fallen out of your chair. Jacko's told me. He's given me the word.
Well, Jacko would know.
Jacko would know. He's the man. He's going to come up in this commentary box when he retires, he tells me. 2-1-13. Eastern Suburbs now and Bannockburn 4-6-30. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard. Delahunt goes to the outer side and punching it on. Okay, was Frost. Now 2-on-1. Parisi stands and waits for the handball from Peters. Got it and then goes towards half forward. Stevenson can't take it with him. Coming at it, Solder Lamarkia can't pick it up. Second effort, Williams was pretty good. Handball back towards Sean Flanagan. Left foot kick, pretty high. Williams has made a bit of ground up. Runs into O'Leary. The umpire's paid it. He better kick the goal now. He's been given a bit of a gift there, I think, Damien Williams. Sean O'Leary just goes 10 metres and then Williams kicks it to him and he takes the mark against Matty Pilgrim, who made sure O'Leary earned it. Now this is going to be a pretty tough kick on the boundary line, but if anybody can kick it from the boundary, Sean O'Leary can. He's got pretty good skills. He's going to be kicking across the breeze. He'll have to aim it nearly out into the 10-metre goal square, I think. Let the breeze bring it back. He keeps it low and he kicks a goal. Sean O'Leary, good kick from the number 4, his first. Good start for the Eagles, their third. 3-1-19, they trail Bannockburn 4-6-30. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard.
Eric, that's an advantage of those 5 years he was speaking about. He knows he's skillful players, but I must agree, Sean has got a lot of skills, and first of all, I thought it might have been a poor option to go to that pocket, but...
Well, I think he didn't get the kick as well as he'd like to, but it served to good advantage with it low into the bruise and just curved nicely through.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So back in the middle we see Nathan Rose coming off the ground for Bannockburn to be replaced by Darren Roworth. And back in the middle Ferguson up against Frost. Ferguson gets it down, good thump down too. Buckingham absolutely offloaded off the ball and doesn't get a free kick. Football's come out towards half forward outer side for Eastern Suburbs. Murray leads in the race for the footy. Perkins next to him. Murray slips over, Perkins doesn't. Handball back towards Buckingham, who followed it up. Handball over the top to nobody. Murray had to get up and then try and tap it over. And I think maybe got stepped on the ankle. And it will be a boundary throw-in just outside 50.
I think actually Fergus might have trodden his toe, actually. In comes the ball. Centre wing, outer side of Victoria Park here. Up high, Pilgrim gets the tap forward. Can't, not handled there by his teammate. Pilgrim Matty can't pick it up either. Back in the centre, O'Leary kicks it off the ground, but only as far as his Bannockburn opponent. Goes wide. Pavic leads in the race for the ball. Good bounce. Favoured Pavic. Drives it now towards the full forward position. Andrews got a yard or two on McCormick. Takes the mark at second grab. Not a strong mark, but the mark has been paid. And we'll see how much effect the wind has now at the southern end, because he's 45 metres out. Shane Andrews take a very good kick from almost the boundary. Moves in. Good looking kick off the boot. It's going to stand up in the window. It's going to land in the goal square. Comes to ground. Last man who had the ball was looking to take the mark. Serious scrimmage in there. It's at 1 metre from the goal line, and umpire will move in and throw the ball up.
That was Brett Harding getting up with it. Looks like you might be wearing the coach's number this afternoon too, number 14. So that could be a big incentive for the board to have a big game. And now McCormack wants to see it through, but Harding played for the free kick, didn't get one. Off the ground, Sean O'Leary towards half forward for Bannockburn. Roworth did well and then lost the footy though. And did he lose it? Yes, says the umpire. So it will be Simon Hunter with the football now. Hunter now goes from half back, goes towards the middle of the ground. Murray goes up, can't take the mark off hands, goes towards Delahunt. Harding there is on hands and knees, just slaps it towards Pilgrim. Pilgrim now, underground kick towards Roworth, has to sit and wait, does so. Then his kick, Goes towards half forward. Collins in front. Play for the free kick. Didn't get one. Foot race. Flanagan getting back there with McCormack, who tried to tap it towards the boundary line. Good defensive play. Adrian McCormack. And it is out of bounds for a throw in between the half forward flank and the forward pocket for Bannockburn, attacking the southern end in this second term.
Just Thompson Footy Club having some difficulty getting through to us. Just a message from studio. Quarter time score. 3-7 Thompson. Belmont Lions 1-1.
Ball has gone in towards the forward line for Bannockburn. Taking the mark is Sean Rundle. Gives it off to McCormack, who has to go left, right, and then dodgy handball. Brett Harding. Can he get it to Ronnie Pilgrim? Ronnie comes in and says, I'll help you out, young man. Can't pick it up either. Goes into a pack situation. The umpire lets it go. Comes to Ronnie now. Loves him. Turns around. Ronnie, as he slotted it through. Oh, look, he runs back to the middle like he knows he's done it, and he has. He's pretty confident, old Ronnie. And the skipper gets his first. And the fifth for Bannockburn. 5-6-36. They lead Eastern Suburbs, who are 3-1-19. That is on the Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard, 6 minutes gone. There's another skillful boy there.
Certainly, yes, he's certainly got heaps of skill. One of the things that amazed me at the moment is that the last quarter, Bannockburn were playing far too far from behind in the forward line. Into the breeze, they're playing in front, so it'll amaze you.
That's interesting. The umpire's just handed the ball to John Frost in the centre circle. I have no idea why. Didn't hear any whistles, but it's a free kick to Bannockburn. Frost goes to half forward. Terrible kick. It's gone straight to, looks like...
Troy Sheehan.
Troy Sheehan. Sheehan drives the ball to half forward. The ball goes, it's pushed down by Perkins, charges through the pack, picks it up in the centre square, drives at the full forward position.
Great kick.
Magnificent kick, magnificent lead. And is that young Harding?
Yes,
that,
it is.
Led through a beautiful mark on the chest, body behind it. And Laurie, let's hope the young man can slot a goal through, because that was wonderful play.
Yeah, it was a lovely pass, and he's going to run it. He's having a decent old run up. Dennis Lilly never ran up like that.
I tell you what, he'll be exhausted before he gets to kick the ball.
I'm not kidding for the listeners. This is a 30-metre run up. I'll count them.
Young Harding. Brett Harding with the ball in his hand. Starts the run in. He's going to kick it from about 10 metres further than he should. On the right foot, it's a good-looking kick. The
good
young
boy.
Man. He's been to the Laurie de Goldie School of Kicking. Wonderful goal, Brett Harding. And, this is more like the Bannockburn that I think we know. 7 minutes into the second quarter. Raiders bingo scoreboard now. Bannockburn 6-6-42. Lead Eastern Suburbs 3-1-19. So that was a good goal, Laurie. The young man did everything right.
Yeah, nice, Eric. I mean, I haven't seen that young boy play before, and he's only played one game, I think, hasn't he?
Yes, this is his second
game. So that'll do him a lot of good, and it was a nice, accurate kick, nice and straight, wasn't
it? Yeah, the long run-up worried me a little bit. It's hard to keep your balance, but umpire with the ball now, back in the centre of Victoria Park. Up it goes. Favours Ferguson, who gets the tap down. Eastern Suburbs in the van through Sean O'Leary. On the left foot, drives to centre half forward. Well, almost a free kick in the back. Sotolamacchia, lovely little chip pass. He's found Murray at 25, 30 metres from goal. Almost no angle to speak of. And Murray now for Eastern Suburbs will have the shot on goal. But those couple of goals into the breeze, very handy in the first 7 minutes for Bannockburn.
Yeah, very handy, Eric. And in the context of the game, this is a pretty crucial quick kick,
yes,
really.
Absolutely. Murray of Eastern Suburbs moves in. Not a bad looking kick off the boot, but he did lay back on it. What's the goal umpire going to tell us? Well, the central umpire is telling us it's a goal, and the goal umpire agrees. Nathan Murray, his first for the day, and on the Raiders bingo scoreboard now, Eastern Suburbs go to 4-1-25. They trail Bannockburn 6-6-42.
So Murray from 35 metres out, goaling, up against Ashley Perkins this afternoon at centre half forward. And he answers that Brett Harding goal pretty quickly.
I just got a minor query on the pace of that runner going past us.
Yes, I'm a bit worried about him too. The former premiership coach of the Bannockburn Football Club, Stephen Stormy Winter, running past, giving messages. Not a bad boy to have running your messages for you.
You would call him an experienced runner, wouldn't you, in terms of tactical and of assistance out there. I think that we might have to look into that. I don't know whether it's allowed.
Well, it would be at that pace. It takes him all day to get the message out.
Back in the middle, Ferguson gets it down. O'Leary in the middle now, and kicks off the ground towards centre half forward. Oh, got a hand to it. Perkins got some support through Flanagan. Couldn't take it with him. Buckingham slaps it out towards Sean Flanagan. O'Leary's running past. He steals it off him and has missed 4-1 behind Sean O'Leary. And you nearly put Sean O'Leary and Ron Pilgrim in the same category. For balls 50 metres close to goal, they go for it.
On any angle.
On any angle. Sean loves a goal, so does Ronnie. He's put it through this time for one behind, though. And
now we see the same tactic adopted on the kick in from this end.
yes, the huddles. And Delahunt from full-back. Short little kick. Oh, squeezes it. It's all right. Nick Pavic takes it just in front of Williams. He's got Giles wide. He might go in that direction. No, he goes short, and it's a poor kick in the end by Pavic. Stevenson can chop it off. Oh! What did he do? He didn't get a foot to it. No, the boundary umpire said he didn't as he slipped over just on the boundary line. And it is out of bounds for a throw-in. Mocker turns around and says, thanks very much, man, as he throws it in. Frost in front, to the front of the pack. Stevenson runs through the middle, loses the footy, goes to Parisi. He's wrapped up and loses the football as well. Coming through the middle, great play, Broome. But Stevenson's there, rides one bump from Stevenson, goes towards Broome again, still in the pack and half forward for Eastern Suburbs. Gadd gets a high tackle, should get a free kick and does. Plays on quickly and gives it to Roworth, who's given him a bit on centre wing since he's come on, except he didn't give him much on that occasion because he's turned it straight over to Simon Hunter at half back for the Eagles. Plays on now, goes towards the middle, Buckingham and Peters. Buckingham goes up, coming across Harding, falls right into the middle of a big water patch on the cricket pitch area in the middle of Victoria Park. And Soldalamaki rode a bump, Pilgrim got the kick away, that was Ron, goes towards Shaw, up against Hill. And Shaw plays on quickly, gives it to O'Keefe, got Roworth running past. Rowie loves a goal too at 50, but he measures it on this occasion in the forward line. Harding up against Rundle. McCormack's over there also, just wants the safety of the boundary line and finds it. Right forward pocket for the Tigers. And they lead 6-6-42. They lead Eastern Suburbs 4-2-26. And we've been playing 11 and a half minutes in this second term. And he's been okay since he's come on, Laurie, hasn't he, Roworth, on centre wing?
The only thing he's disposed has let him down a little bit on a couple of occasions.
So we'll throw in right forward pocket. Andrews to do the ruck work against Hill. Short throw in. Andrews in front. Tried to get a kick away. Goes towards Hill now. And has he measured it? No, he hasn't. Hasn't measured it properly for Eastern Suburbs. Bannockburn will take a free kick. And it will be Stephen O'Keefe.
Could you suggest at this point it's not Andrew Hill's day?
No, Clinton Shaw is doing nicely on him at centre half forward at the moment. O'Keefe just pops it up into the square. Who's going to go for it? Nobody really wants to. McCormack gets a hand to it and sees it through for a rush behind. So they go to 6-7-43 Bannockburn now. Eastern Suburbs 4-2-26 on the Raiders Bingo second quarter scoreboard. And 12 and a half minutes gone.
Adrian McCormack with the ball in the goal square, looking for options, much more open on this occasion for the kick in. Goes straight down the middle of the ground. It's going to land outside 50. From the back was Murray, didn't touch it because Ferguson in front of him put the two hands up for East and took the mark. Drives it long over the centre square. Well, it's gone over the head of all players. Stevenson runs onto it, runs into an open goal, goes bang, and I would suggest has kicked his second.
He's only had 2 kicks.
Thank you very much, umpire. That's as easy as you like. Morris Stevenson has run in, kicked his second goal from 30 metres, and Eastern Suburbs 5th. On the Raiders Bingo scoreboard now, Eastern Suburbs 5-2-32. They still trail Bannockburn 6-7-43.
He doesn't need much to be a damaging player, does he, Laurie?
Well, I wasn't fortunate to see the game where you voted best on the ground. I think he kicked 7, didn't he?
Yeah,
and,
7 straight.
Yeah, so it indicates that he's got fairly good goal-kicking skills. And look, that was a good goal. That he actually went to ground a little bit, slipped a little bit, and still slotted fair through the middle.
So the ball, once again, over near the rail line at the northern end. And the boundary umpire waiting for it to come back. Don't forget at half-time we'll be having our Where Are They Now segment. Eric stumped me this week. I know most people in the GDFL. He's got Mel Winter as his special guest this week. And he tells me, Laurie knows Mel. He's a legend. Sorry, Mel. I must be a bit young. Geelong West legend. Is that okay?
Yes, Blue West.
Blue West legend.
Haven't you got an age limit on this, Eric?
Eric will be talking to Mel Winter at half-time in our Where Are They Now segment. We had that score from Thompson at quarter time. And I'll read you the Werribee Centrals one in a minute, Eric. You'll be interested about that one. You said about 15 goals. Back in the middle, Ferguson up against Frost. Frost gets it down on this occasion. Matty Pilgrim coming from centre half forward. Tried to take it with him, he couldn't. Werribee Centrals 10-7-67. They lead Corio 1 behind. It must be blowing an absolute gale at Galvin Park. We've got the Thompson-Belmont Lions score, 4-7 to 2-1 it was at quarter time. Anarchy, 2 straight goals, 12 points is the ball here at Victoria Park. Still in the middle, getting it away Parisi. Couldn't get a handball towards Peters and was ripped off the football. Still in the middle, the umpire might have to come in and bounce again. Lets it go. Rick Harding gets a kick away in the end. and goes wide towards the half-forward flank. Foot race between Troy Sheehan and also Corey Flanagan. Or Sheehan falls over at the crucial stage. So does Flanagan in the end, and they both see it over the boundary line for a throw-in at half-forward on the outer side. Anarchy, 2 straight goals, 12 points. Bellpost still 5-6, 36. And we're still waiting on the North Geelong West game. We'll get that for you as soon as we can. As the ball for a throw-in now, outer side. Half-forward flank for Bannockburn. Hill up against Shaw. Shaw rides the bump. And he goes in towards full forward again, but McCormack reads the play better on this occasion and takes the mark in front of Andrews. Now we'll drive it long from the defensive line. Goes towards centre wing. Ferguson up against Delahunt through the middle. Murray left it behind. Handball towards Connors. And can just get his kick away as coming at him was Buckingham. Now Andrews can't take the mark. Now McCormack can get it away to Sheehan. Short little kick down the field. Flanagan. And that's towards Stevenson now. And it will be Morris Stevenson with that at half forward. Peters can keep running and get the ball. He does so now. Measures the pass towards Peters. Broom right there. Soldamarkia says go long. He says no, I'm going short to Sean Flanagan. Oh, and the boundary line drops a chest mark, which just undoes all the good work from all the way down the field. Sean Flanagan, and he's dirty on himself too for dropping that chest mark. It will be a boundary throw in about 30 metres around from the Eastern Suburbs goal. They trail at the moment. 5-2-32 the Eagles. Bannockburn 6-7-43, thrown in. Soldamarkia through the middle. Peters, Ronnie Pilgrim now at the side of the pack, kicks it off the ground, close to the boundary line. Robbie Giles and Williams, and Robbie Giles sees it over for a throw in at half forward for Eastern Suburbs, attacking the northern end in this second term. So ball just coming back over the boundary line once again. And Soldamarkia comes down to the ruck contest against Perkins, thrown in. Soldamarkia gets it down. Connors, slick hands to Pavic off one step. Kick around the corner towards centre wing. O'Keefe comes at it, gets it, meets it, and then leaves it behind. Collins coming in through Frost, handball. Bailey and Hunter getting back there for Eastern Suburbs. Bailey does well, swings out of a pack, gives it to Hill, just turns around and bombs it long towards centre half forward. Stevenson in front, Giles from behind. Perkins reads it better, handball to nobody. Got a high tackle, no free kick. Broom at half back, gets slung as he gets his kick away. Pilgrim has to sit under the top. 2 number 16s, that's a push. Ronnie says it's mine, plays on quickly, gives it by hand to Pavic, runs through the middle. Now sets it up. Andrews on the lead. McCormack from behind. Oh, good mark. Strong mark, Shane Andrews. At 50 now. Wants to play on quickly. Doesn't think he might make the distance. Switches play to Matty Pilgrim or drops the mark. Plays on. Still outside 50. Now gives it back to Andrews. Good play. He's done well there. Gained about 25 metres. And Shane Andrews will have a shot for goal about 35, 40 metres out from goal.
Actually, the good work there was O'Keefe. Put the body between the Eastern Suburbs player and Andrews, and it really non-contested.
Yeah, it's exactly, Eric. Look, I've been seeing this. I think it's a bit of a lacklustre affair at the moment. There's not enough body in, and it's nice to see a bit going in.
Andrews now, 35 out. He's missed it. In fact, he might have missed everything. And it is out of bounds on the full on the opposite right forward pocket, so it will be a free kick to Eastern Suburbs. And in the last line of defence, it will be Hunter. It will be Sheehan who goes wide, looking for Murray up against Roweth. It is out of bounds off hands at half forward for the Tigers. So they lead 7-7-49. They lead Eastern Suburbs 5-2-32. We have been playing 18.5 minutes in this second term. Ferguson up against Clinton Shaw, falls to the front. Ferguson taps it. The advantage of Sheehan. Murray coming through, leaves the footy behind. Corey Flanagan, chopped off by Hill, his handball. Murray over the top as well, tried to shuffle it out towards Della Monica just on the ground. Can't take it with him. Roweth can though, and tries to measure the pass towards O'Keefe. Got a hand to it, running straight through the middle with Sheehan. Wants to kick off the ground, does so. Frost. Hunter's there also. Frost a little bit slow, ripped off. That's a throw, no free kick. Goes to Sean O'Leary at centre wing, now on the left. Just pops it up towards Stevenson and Flanagan. They both go up. There's no rovers. Flanagan though, good recovery. Left-hand handball. Ooh, puts Murray under pressure. Doesn't sit for him. Perkins on hands and knees now. Needs some support. Broom comes through. Gets a high tackle. Should get a free kick. Or push in the back, says the umpire. And Aaron Broom will take it at half back.
Yes, Broom with the ball for Bannockburn. Half back flank. Free kick twice, I think, in the back, on the neck. And he has the ball. Looks for the short kick into the middle of the ground. That's Pavic in the corridor. Handball to Pilgrim. Ron, who's running. Ron goes wide. He's found Harding on centre wing. He's held up there by Peters, and that's good defensive work by the Eastern Suburbs player. Now he's crisscrossed the ground again. He's come back to the half-forward flank this side. Well, it's very well done by Clinton Shaw. Just worked his body in front there. Handball to Pavic running. Pavic drives the ball toward the forward pocket area. 2-on-1 against Andrews. Andrews in front took a strong mark on that occasion. That's probably the first time he's hung onto it one grab, Laurie.
Yes, Eric, and you know, they won't do his confidence any good. I think that's what he's got to do, is try and grab him one hit.
Well, he's got the ball 25 metres out, pretty acute angle, but for a left footer, he's on the correct side of the ground in front of the social club here at Bannockburn, and we'll have a shot on goal. Shane Andrews moving in now. It's a better looking kick off the boot, and I think he's threaded it through, has he? He certainly has, but the goal umpire puts the two hands up. That's second goal for Shane Andrews. 20 minutes now into the second quarter. Raiders bingo scoreboard. Bannockburn 7-7-49. Lead Eastern Suburbs 5-2-32. And that was a much more confident effort at full forward.
Yeah, he just seems to be working himself into the game a little bit more now. The last 10 minutes of this game, he's had a few touches, and yeah, he's their vocal point, isn't he? If they're going to go on and play well in the final, Shane's the guy that's got to do a lot of work up in that forward line.
Yeah, good player, good player.
Back in the middle now, Ferguson up against Frost once again. Andy Hill's also in there up against Ronnie Pilgrim by the looks of it now as well. So a couple of changes by Eastern Suburbs. Ferguson goes up, Frost gets it down, falls towards Buckingham, kick around the corner towards centre half forward. Murray attacks the footy. Perkins there also. He slips over at the crucial stage. Handball back towards Rick Harding. His handball over the top creates a loose player. Pavic. Handball back to Harding. Kept running. Goes to the left boot towards centre half forward. Shaw up against Sheehan. Oh, he's too big for Sheehan. And Clinton Shaw takes the mark at centre half forward. Had a good match to start off with. Hasn't run off his line, so he's still got it at centre half forward as he went to play on there. Now he goes. Goes to the right boot. Kicks it long. McCormack getting back there. Andrews kept his eye on it. Over the back of the pack. No mark taken by Rundle. Pushed through for one behind. To the Bannockburn side, they go to 7-8-50, and they lead Eastern Suburbs 5-2-32 on the Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard. Been playing at 21.5 minutes. McCormack to do the kicking in once again for the Eagles. Just holding player, needs a good lead. Who's he going to? He might have spotted Murray down the ground. He goes in that direction now, and Sean Flanagan as well, off hands. Murray, Buckingham there. Buckingham takes a bounce and runs and then just kicks blindly towards a vacant half-forward flank. Foot race now. Stevenson getting across there with Gadd and also Giles. The boundary line might beat them. It does. It's not percentage play really though, Laurie, is it? You turn around and bomb the ball long and there's nobody there.
Definitely not, you know. I mean, those sort of things would just happen then. Can't happen in the finals. Like, there was no one contested that. No one stayed down with the Eastern Suburbs players then. Look, in the finals, that'll cut you to pieces.
Boundary thrown again. Hill got it down. Pilgrim, little toe poke. Goes close to the boundary line, coming across Delahunt. Good shepherd for Harding, but he can't keep it in. And it is out of bounds for throwing once again. About 55 metres around from Eastern Suburbs goal. And it will be another throw-in. Hill down there up against Delahunt.
That's interesting, Delahunt playing in the ruck, isn't it?
Ruck contest now. Goes up, plays for a free kick, doesn't get one. Pilgrim toe pokes it again, only this far as to Buckingham. Flanagan, that's Sean, loses the football. And handball back towards Broom, who stands his ground, then runs away, gets a kick towards the middle of the ground. Collins attacks the footy, does well. Left foot kick back towards half forward. Ferguson, Frost up there off hands. Williams does well, then slips, then gives it away. Leary, then gets pushed as he gets his kick away. Matty Pilgrim slips over as well. He gets a kick away. Oh, good hand. Delahunt takes the mark, one-handed if you don't mind, and wants to move it now towards centre half forward. Coming out Connors, can't take the mark. Turning around O'Leary, gets it back to whence it came. Matty Pilgrim, it's kicked a kick at the moment between the two of them. Matty Pilgrim takes another grab. This time about 20 metres out from the goal. He goes by hand to Perkins, who goes with the right boot towards O'Keefe and Collins. Collins, good defensive play, sees it over the boundary line in between wing and half forward. With Eastern Suburbs attacking in this second turn to the northern end. They're 5-2. They trail Bannockburn, who are 7-8. Boundary throw in. Ferguson in front. Frost from behind. Taps it over the back. Ferguson. Lynch. Handball towards O'Leary. Matty Pilgrim chops it off. Gets his head ripped off as well. Matty Pilgrim at half back to take it. Will have to come back. And the little man will have it at half back.
Yes, he's pretty short. Pretty easy to find. The what's happening here? Umpires blowing whistles. Everybody stopped, but the play continues. So Bannockburn to advantage. Get the ball to centre half forward now. Well, free kick surely to the Bannockburn player over the shoulder there, and it looks like Shaw again. He's absolutely dominating in that centre half forward position. Sorry, Flanagan on that occasion. He's got the ball to the full forward position. Well, I guess it was a push out there to Harding. It was pretty hard to see. The umpire really didn't give any indication, and Rick Harding who's been mentioned before, hates kicking a goal. He's 35 metres out.
His
almost
young brother
in front.
kicked one, Eric, from there.
Oh, he hasn't repeated the dose.
No.
Not as good, I'm afraid. So offline, the Raiders bingo scoreboard now 25 minutes into quarter number 2, 7-9-51 Bannockburn. They lead Eastern Suburbs 5-2-32.
Kicking again, McCormack from fullback goes down the ground looking for Sheehan. Oh, it takes the mark. Flanagan falls over and looks to be in a bit of trouble maybe with a groin. Buckingham's got it now, goes towards half forward. Stevenson's there. And can he get around Giles? Yes, he can. He loves a goal. He's got 2 for 2. He goes from 40. He's kicked 3 for 3. If you don't mind, umpire. 3 kicks, 3 goals. Morris Stevenson. Great return, great movement of the football, and they're 6-2-38 Eastern Suburbs, Bannockburn 7-9-51.
Just off the ball, Jason. I think Corey Flanagan might have done a hammy.
A hammy, was it? Yeah, I saw him grab it in the leg. I didn't know whether it was a groin or a hammy, but it's a hammy.
That'll be a big blow for Bannockburn.
Oh, yeah. He's coming off the ground now straight away. Stevenson, another goal. 3 for 3. He's doing the shoulder.
What sort of a connect?
That's a Connacht, because he definitely grabbed his hammy over the
grabbed the hammy over the other side, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got to come off near the Eastern Suburbs bench though.
And coming on the ground, Lincoln East. So a good goal, Stevenson. Good movement of the ball from Sheehan to Buckingham and then to Stevenson from 35 metres out. Pretty tight angle there, Laurie.
Yeah, and look, it was a great build-up. That wasn't all over the ground. That that's the way to move it.
But exemplifies what you're saying, Laurie. That's the place to kick goals from
exactly.
over that side.
Yep.
Back in the middle now, Ferguson up against Frost. The umpire throws the ball up. Well, Ferguson gets it down towards Murray. Rides a bump, then needs to get it on. He does, he shuffles it, but only as far as Connors, who gets a kick and goes towards Matty Pilgrim. Bailey against him. Collins coming across as well. Leaves it. Matty Pilgrim, slick hands. Goes towards Delamonica, running across half-back. Can't pick it up. Foot race now. Slipping over at the crucial stage was Matty Pilgrim again. Delamonica can't pick it up, but he's sent it over the boundary line, and it will be a throw-in. About 50 metres around from Bannockburn's goal. We've been playing 26, nearly 27 minutes now in this second term. And it's 7-9-51 playing 6-2-38. 13 points of difference on the Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard. And we'll have a boundary throw-in.
I'm just watching the third umpire. He's I wonder whether there's a train going past. He seems to be watching the other end of the ground. From the throw-in, ball comes, well, very, very congested there. Half forward flank for the Bannockburn side. And umpire will move in and we'll have... ball thrown up again. Number of players around the ball, right on the 50-metre line. Down it comes. The umpire's put a whistle on play. Well, everybody's waiting. Nobody seems to know what the situation is. Might have been a bad throw up. Perhaps the wind got it because he's going to do it all again. Umpire Booty with the ball, still on the 50-metre line. That's a better throw. Up in the air. Down it comes. Eastern Suburbs through. That's Enterbong on the ground and. Well, they've taken a while to show some of their aces, Laurie, but he's finally there. He's got a kick. It's gone to the centre wing and drifted over the boundary line. Not on the full, so we'll have a throw in. True centre wing, outer side here, Victoria Park. 28 minutes gone, second quarter. In comes the ball. Ronnie Pilgrim, the only man to go for the ball, taps it forward, only as far as Hill. Handball wide for Eastern Suburbs. Sean O'Leary, well, soccer's in vogue today, but he's only kicked it straight to Ronnie Pilgrim. He's got Pavic in the centre of the ground. Away he goes, kicks the ball into the forward line towards the full forward position. It was interesting. Andrews, the only player, had his eyes on the ball that fell into the arms of McCormack to take the mark. He gets it back to centre wing. Player there in Rowas, can't get the ball clear. Eastern Suburbs head toward the boundary line. O'Keefe, well, he's absolutely beset upon. The tackle is too high, unfortunately, for Dean Lynch. And the free kick goes to O'Keefe. Well, he's made a shocking mess of it now, O'Keefe. Now he's holding the ball. That was an atrocious effort, Laurie.
Oh, it's terrible. God. What can you say?
Free kick, Eastern Suburbs. Away they go towards half forward in front of the commentary position. Murray in front, but Perkins taps the ball away. The ball comes to O'Leary, falls to ground. Gee, it must be very slippery, or they've got fairly questionable footwear. That might be the question today. But Pavic it is. Takes too long to kick the ball. And, well, they've pinged him for holding the ball in the act of kicking. I don't know, that mystifies me, that decision. But that's the way they're playing it in all levels of footy. And the free kick is there. The short kick goes to Shawnee Peters David Peters for Eastern Suburbs. 40 metres out, directly in front. An opportunity to bring Eastern Suburbs one goal closer. Peters moves in. Good looking kick and straight over the goal umpire's head to David Peters. In fact, that's his second for the day. And Eastern Suburbs now on the Raiders bingo scoreboard. 30 minutes into the second quarter, 7-2, 44. They trail Bannockburn only just now, 7-9-51.
Well, it's wreaking havoc, this rain in the last couple of days, isn't it, Laurie?
Well,
Guys running out there with moulds on or something, I think.
I was actually about to make one of my best statements, going to say the ground actually is starting to dry out a bit, Eric, and then guys are falling over everywhere. So obviously, look, I think their footwear might be a bit of a problem as well, because I think the ground actually has dried out quite considerably since we got here.
Yeah.
Back in the middle. Gee, lucky you look after Buckley's grounds. Know what you're talking about, Laurie?
Yes, I was. I actually had to go there last night to turn the sprinkler off.
Back in the middle, Ferguson up against Frost. And Frost gets it down, coming through Buckingham, and then loses the football. Can't take it with him. O'Connor's straight into the cricket pitch mud area. The umpire will come in and bounce it.
Where do I find Chuck Connors out of that?
Sean O'Leary's found him. He's just picked him up. He's just had to...
I thought that was nearly an attempting drowning.
Put the hands in the hair and get the mud out of the face, and now we're back for a secondary bounce. Ferguson and Frost both running the same way. Connors gets it again. He's okay, but kick only as far as Peters on this occasion. Goes towards Murray in front. Can't take the grab. Needs some support. Handball to Giles, who's ripped off the footy by Stevenson. Goes to Broome. Somehow gets to East. Kick around the corner to Rull's done well. It doesn't sit for Rowie. Now it's a foot race. He should beat Hill if he can pick it up. Oh, he can. Yes, he can. Gives it to Ronnie. Ronnie at 50. Can't take the footy with him. Got some support, BJ. And that's BJ Harding, goes through, handball over the top to Lincoln East, has to run back towards the boundary line. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. Sean O'Leary on his hammer. And it's out of bounds at half forward for Bannockburn. We've been playing 31 and a half minutes. 7-9 playing 7-2.
Laurie, there's really no excuse for handball skill errors, is there, today?
Look, Eric, I think Ronnie will have a bit of a word to that chap at half time, because it sort of made it a bit awkward for Ronnie. He'll be saying, I'm too old for this caver.
O'Keefe to Harding. Now Harding from 30 runs away, if you don't mind. Kick the goal. Oh, he's hit the post. Has he?
No, I don't think he has.
He's kicked the goal.
Magnificent goal.
His second. And, well, a good one for Bannockburn just before siren time. Brett Harding, second goal in this term. They go to 8-9-57. They lead Eastern Suburbs 7-2-44. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard.
Young man showed a bit of poise there, Laurie, didn't he? He looked very comfortable.
Look, as soon as he picked that ball up, Eric, he used that quick 2 or 3 steps, got himself cleared, settled, and kicked a great goal. I'd say he's thought to himself, I've been in this place many times at training. Bang!
Wonder if there's a bloke here who reckons he's coached him or something.
Well, it might be possible.
No. Can play the game, though. Can play the game. Back in the middle, Ferguson to Intervong. Oh, spins out of a tackle if you don't mind. Loses the football. Needs some support. Doesn't need it now because it is siren time for half time. And at half time, it is Bannockburn 8-9-57. They lead Eastern Suburbs, who are 7-2-44 in that term. Bannockburn were able to kick 4 goals, 3, and do pretty well against the Breeze, while for Eastern Suburbs they kicked 5 goals, 2. The goal kickers to half time. 2 each to Brett Harding, Corey Flanagan and Shane Andrews. Singles to Ron Pilgrim and Clinton Shaw for the Tigers. While for Eastern Suburbs, 3 to Morris Stevenson, 2 to David Peters, and singles to Sean O'Leary and also to Nathan Murray. So at
just before
half time,
Just before you go half time, AFL Richmond 6-4 trail the Bulldogs 8-4, and the Kangaroos 10-8, St Kilda 5-4.
Very good. So there's the half-time scores of the AFL. The half-time scores here at Victoria Park. Bannockburn 8-9-57. They lead Eastern Suburbs, who are 7-2-44. We'll take a break. Then we'll have our Where Are They Now segment with Mel Winter this afternoon talking to Eric Nichols. We'll be back with the second half action at Victoria Park between Bannockburn and Eastern Suburbs on the other side of our half.